We've all received that one DM. I love your work. How much? I mean, it's an exciting feeling. But how do you know if they're actually ready to spend money or if they're just gonna ghost you after you give them a price? In this video, I'm breaking down my green flag system. I'm gonna show you exactly how to filter leads, protect your time, and take a follower from a simple DM all the way to sold painting. And stick around because later in this video, I'm gonna give you my exact scripts I use word for word so you never have to wing it again. Selling original art on social media isn't like selling a t-shirt or a mug. This is a high-ticket sale. That means it requires trust, and trust takes time. If you're expecting someone to drop hundreds or even thousands of dollars on your work just after one DM, you're gonna be disappointed. This is a slow game, and that is actually a good thing. Because once you understand this mindset shift, you'll stop feeling desperate and start feeling in control. The goal isn't to sell to everyone who slides into your DMs. The goal is to identify who deserves your energy so you don't burn out chasing people who were never going to buy in the first place. So how do we do that first? We look for flags. Think of every DM like a first date. They're giving you clues right away about whether this is going to go somewhere or if you should politely excuse yourself. These are my list of green flags so you know it's worth spending time with them. Green flag number 1, they say, I'd like to add to my collection. This phrase is gold. It tells you they've bought art before, they understand the process, and they're not gonna freak out when you say a painting costs $2,000 or a lot more. Green flag number 2, they ask about price ranges. They say, what do your pieces typically run for? That's a buyer who has a budget and is trying to see if you're in their range. This is someone doing their homework. Green flag number 3, they mention a referral or seeing your work in person. They say, I saw your piece at a gallery or my friend has one of your paintings. Instant credibility. They already trust you because someone they know vouched for you. Now let's get to the red flags. The warning signs. Red flag number 1, payment plans beyond a deposit. Look, I get it, art is expensive, but if someone wants to pay you $100 a month for the next year, that's a lot of risk on you. What happens if they stop paying and you've already put in all the work? Red flag number 2, I can't pay you, but I'll give you exposure. Oh, this old thing. Here's my rule. If the exposure was actually worth it, they would be paying for you for the privilege of being associated with your brand. Don't fall for it. And the only instance this should happen, the exposure is 10x greater than the value of your work. And this next red flag is actually a scam that's getting more common, so pay attention. Red flag number 3, crypto or NFT only payments. If someone insists on only paying in crypto, walk away. I'm not saying crypto itself is bad, but scammers love it because the transactions can't be reversed. All right, let's talk about what you actually say when someone DMs you, because winging it is how you lose deals and waste your time. So what if someone says, how much is your work? Don't just throw out a number, give them a range and ask a question back. For example, hi, thanks so much for reaching out. My smaller pieces start around X amount and larger works start around this amount. Did you have a specific size or budget in mind? See what I did there? I gave them context and ended with a question. Now the ball's in their court and I learn more about what they actually want. Now, what if they say that's out of my budget? Don't panic, don't feel rejected. This is absolutely normal. This is what I would say. Totally understand, I'd love to stay in touch for future pieces. What's the best email to add you to my collector list? Also, I do offer prints or hand-embellished canvas prints if you'd like something more accessible right now. This means you're keeping the door open, capturing their email and offering an alternative. Win, win, win. Now for this next scenario, this is where most artists mess up and say yes to things that they shouldn't. Here's how to set boundaries without sounding rude. So when they ask, can you paint insert super random thing? Maybe they want you to paint their dog or their dog on a dragon, or their dog on a dragon flying over a 7-Eleven. I'm sure you've heard it. Even though you only paint, let's just say, abstract landscapes. As an example, here's how to handle it. I would say, I appreciate you thinking of me. I typically focus on insert your style, but I'd be happy to take a look and see if it's something I can bring to life in my style. Can you send me a reference photo? Now, you're being polite, you're setting a boundary, and leaving yourself an out if it's not a good fit. Let's map out the journey from interested follower to paid collector. Think of it like checkpoints in a video game. You can't skip levels, but we can help them level up. And as a bonus tip, you can include these checkpoints in your contract so they know exactly what to expect before you move forward. All right, so checkpoint number 1, the scope. First, you need to know the budget and the size. Without this, you're just guessing. Checkpoint number 2, creative alignment. Make sure you're both on the same page about the vision of what you're gonna create. Send mock-ups, send references or sketches, but just get confirmation before you start painting. Checkpoint number 3, the golden rule: no deposit, no project. Okay, listen carefully. If they won't put down a deposit, they're not serious. A deposit isn't just money. It's a commitment. It says, I'm reserving your time and talent. And without it, you are assuming all the risks. Now, I typically ask for 50% upfront, and that is non-negotiable, but find any amount you're comfortable with. Checkpoint number 4, the point of no return. Find a place during your painting process where there's a true point of no return. Send a pic, but share something like this. I still have a lot of layers and detail to add, but how are you liking this direction? This will assure that when you get to the end, you're only doing touch-ups rather than major catastrophic changes. Checkpoint number 5, the finish line. Do not ship the painting until the final payment clears. I don't care how nice they seem, protect your work. Here's something most artists don't think about. Instagram and TikTok don't care about your sales. The algorithm could bury your content tomorrow if they haven't already. That's why your real goal is to get them off the platform and onto email. And I'm about to show you the exact technique I use to make that transition feel natural and not pushy. Now, once you've qualified the lead, they seem serious, say this. This is exciting. What's the best email to send you the invoice and project details? Boom, now you have their email and you are in control. Always, and I mean always, end your message with a question. This keeps the conversation loop open and makes it easy for them to reply. Keep a list of serious inquiries. Even if they don't buy, check in once a month. Comment on their posts, stay top of mind. And when they're ready to buy, you'll be the first person they think of. Look, I've been watching social media evolve for over 20 plus years, and to this day, I have over 2 million followers across platforms. So these are techniques that I'm using right now. And I'm telling you, this is the best time in history to be an artist. You don't need a gallery, you don't need a middleman, you just need a system. The Green Flag system isn't about being cold or transactional, it's about protecting your energy so you can pour it into the people who are actually ready to invest in your art. Okay, if you're gonna try this system on your next DM, comment Green Flag down below. Now, I read every single comment and I wanna hear how this works for you, and I just wanna be able to follow up with you. And if you want more strategies like this, scripts, systems, real talk about building your art business, just hit the subscribe button down below if you found this helpful. Also, check the description down below for more about the Art Supply Members Club and how to join that. All right, let's go sell some art.